Have you ever seen the world's largest stone ship? The first one is 488 meters long, with a total tonnage of 600,000 tons, larger than the entire area of the Empire State Building. Even a sea tornado is no threat. In this episode of Super Factories, we will explore the world's largest stone ship. Press and hold to like, comment, and subscribe. No. 10 Quantum-class cruise ship. Cost, $1 billion. This cruise ship was built by Royal Caribbean Cruises. As a new generation of luxury cruise ships, currently, 4 of these ships are in service, with another one still under construction. This cruise ship is 348 meters long, 49.5 meters wide, with a displacement of 168,000 tons. It can accommodate 4,905 passengers and 1,500 crew members. The size of this Quantum-class cruise ship, it is 1.2 times larger than a typical large aircraft carrier. This is the Quantum of the Seas cruise ship. It was once called the largest cruise ship in Asia, without a doubt. Because its home port is in Shanghai and in Asia, this cruise ship is also the world's first smart cruise ship. On this cruise ship, you can not only enjoy cinemas and gyms, but also try skydiving, rock climbing, surfing, and other thrilling activities. It even has an observation deck, more than 100 meters above sea level, for breathtaking views. Isn't this cruise ship exciting enough? There are even more impressive cruise ships. No 9 Oasis-class cruise ship. Cost, $1.4 billion. Also built by Royal Caribbean Cruises. This is a series of luxury cruise ships. These luxurious cruise ships can no longer be called just ships. They are more like floating, steel cities on the ocean, because they are just too massive. Take the largest in the Oasis-class Wonder of the Seas. Its hull reaches a staggering 362 meters. Its total width reaches 64 meters, with a maximum displacement of around 240,000 tons. With this size, even the largest U.S. aircraft carrier, the USS Ford, cannot compare to it. The Wonder of the Seas is not just heavy, but also has a massive usable area. It has a total of 18 decks and 2,867 guest rooms. It can accommodate more than 10,000 passengers and crew members. With so many passengers, its daily consumption is, of course, enormous. On average, it consumes 2.1 million liters of drinking water per day, which is equivalent to the consumption of a small town. The most unique aspect of the Wonder of the Seas is that designers created an oasis on board, with 12,000 trees and plants. This Oasis-class cruise ship is even more luxurious than the Quantum-class cruise ships. No. Oito Vale, Brazil. The Vale Brazil cost $1.3 billion to build. This ship is 362 meters long, 65 meters wide, with a deck area equivalent to 3 football fields. It can carry more than 400,000 tons of cargo at once. This ship is owned by the Brazilian company Vale, and is the world's largest bulk carrier. Bulk carriers are used exclusively for transporting ores, coal, and other unpackaged bulk cargo. The Vale Brazil is primarily used to transport iron ore from Brazil to Asia. The amount of steel transported by Vale Brazil in one trip is enough to build tens of thousands of trains. This ship is equipped with 7 cargo holds and 1 liquefied natural gas tank. Each cargo hold can carry an average of 57,000 tons of oil, with a full load exceeding 400,000 tons. This carrying capacity is 10 times that of a typical large aircraft carrier. Additionally, Vale Brazil is also the second largest active ship in the world. Due to its massive hull and water displacement, this enormous ore carrier is only allowed to dock in a few deep sea ports. In Brazil, Europe, and China. No. 7. Ticlas supertanker. Cost $190 million. Total length, 380 meters. More than 100 meters longer than the Titanic. Ship width, 68 meters. Ship height 76 meters, equivalent to the height of a 25-story building. Built by Daewoo Shipbuilding in Korea between 2002 and 2003, it was once the largest ship in the world. T.I. is a legend composed of for ultra-large double-hull tankers. These 4 ships were named T. Africa, T. Asia, T.I. Europe, and T. Oceania. These tankers carry an enormous amount of oil, said to be enough to supply France and the UK for a whole day. Later, after modifications, only T. Oceania remained to continue transporting oil. The others were converted into floating storage and offloading platforms. This tanker features a red and white color scheme. After the previous tonnage leader, the Seawise Giant, was scrapped in 2010 and dismantled. It inherited the title of the world's largest ship. These 4 tankers were the first ultra-large crude oil tankers built by humanity in 25 years. Since the completion of the Seawise Giant, they remain the largest crude oil tankers in existence. Have you ever seen a 397-meter-long giant ship? Next, we rank the 10 largest ships in the world. Number 6. Pioneering Spirit. Pioneering Spirit cost $2.76 billion. Built by Daewoo Shipbuilding in Korea. It is a twin-hull engineering vessel and the largest engineering ship in the world. The lifting beam alone is 100 meters long. Excluding the lifting beam, the hull is 382 meters long, width 124 meters. Each hull is 62 meters wide. It has a staggering displacement of 110 tons. For comparison, the largest Ford-class aircraft carrier has a displacement of only 10 tons. Such an enormous displacement, it is necessary because engineering ships need to submerge large volumes underwater to stabilize the hull. and counteract the effects of strong winds and waves. So if this ship is at sea, it would be like an island, firmly rooted in this sea area. It is said that during the construction of the pioneering spirit, the Daewoo Shipbuilding and Marine Engineering adopted a lot of aircraft carrier technologies to build this engineering ship. As a result, its vast deck can accommodate more than 300 fighter jets. With such size and construction technology, if it were converted into an aircraft carrier, America's Ford-class aircraft carriers might retire immediately. Ranked 5th, the Burj Emperor and Cruise Ship. The Burj Emperor and Cruise Ship consist of the Burj Emperor and the Burj Empress, with a length of 391.83 meters and a width of 68.05 meters, with a full load displacement of 410,000 tons. The parameters of the Burj Empress are very close to those of the Emperor. Both ships were built by a Japanese company and are now owned by a Norwegian shipping company. The Burj Emperor was launched in August 1975, but was sold after only 10 years of operation, and subsequently scrapped. In the 1980s and 1990s, global instability increased, and conflicts raged in the Persian Gulf. Demand for crude oil decreased, and there were multiple leakage incidents. Coupled with global environmental policies, the future of giant cruise ships looked bleak by the 21st century. As oil prices soared and technology advanced, supertankers like the T-class it can be said that the Burj Emperor and its counterparts were built at the wrong time. These types of tankers carried a massive amount of oil, but with a 20-year gap in time, they still couldn't match the oil capacity of the supertankers. After all, technological advancements cannot be compensated for by size alone. Ranked 4th, the MM is a large container ship owned by the Danish shipping giant Maersk Group. The ship is 397 meters long and has a displacement of about 170,000 tons, can carry 15,000 standard containers, can allow 11 shore cranes to operate simultaneously. Maersk's first-class container ship series consists of 8 ships. Maersk is the first ship among them, launched on August 12, 2006, first voyage on September 8 of the same year. Maersk was named after the deceased wife of the former president of the Maersk Group. Since its launch, it has inherited the title of the world's largest container ship, due to the world's longest ship, the super cruise ship, Seawise Giant, being scrapped and dismantled in India in 2010, the 397-meter-long Maersk held the title of longest ship in operation, until the launch of the 300,000 two-class container ships, Maersk 17. The hull is coated with an anti-corrosion paint, made from harmless silicone. This paint not only reduces the impact on seawater quality, but also reduces water resistance. It is estimated to reduce oil consumption by 1,200 tons annually. This is the largest ship in the world, with a cost as high as $12.6 billion United States dollars, bigger than 6 aircraft carriers combined. Next, ranking the top 10 largest ships in the world. 3rd place, Barzan Container Ship. The Barzan Container Ship is the leader among cargo ships. There are 6 such ships in the world, with varying sizes. The largest one is 400 meters long and 58.6 meters wide, with a light displacement of 195,000 tons. With this size, it is the largest type of cargo ship. There is almost nothing on Earth that it cannot carry. It was custom built by United Arab Shipping Company at Hyundai Heavy Industries in Korea. It is also the world's first, hybrid-powered cargo ship, using liquefied natural gas as fuel. Emissions are about half of the international standard emissions, so the container ship. It is also known as the world's most environmentally friendly container ship. The Barzan container ship can carry 19,000 standard containers at a time. Its maximum load capacity is 200,000 tons. If given a platform, it could transport to Ford-class aircraft carriers. At sea, 2nd place, Seawise Giant Cruise Ship. The ship is 458.45 meters long, longer than the Eiffel Tower lying down. Its width is 68.86 meters. Its displacement also reached an astonishing 825,000 tons. This cruise ship is the largest tonnage super cruise ship ever built by mankind. Although it no longer exists today, it once set the record for the highest tonnage. For a ship, this Guinness World Record has not been broken to this day. The Seawise Giant Cruise Ship's cargo capacity can reach 566,000 tons. The Knock Nevis was originally built in December 1976 by Sumitomo Heavy Industries, located in Appama, Japan. Construction began at the Appama shipyard, hull number 1016, and was named Seawise Giant. The original buyer of Seawise Giant was a Greek shipping magnate. However, after owning the ship for 3 years, before it was even completed, he went bankrupt and sold the ship to Hong Kong shipping tycoon Tung Chao-yung. After taking over the ship, Tung Chao-yung requested design modifications to increase the 480,000-ton displacement of Seawise Giant by several meters. This added 87,000 tons to its displacement, bringing it to a staggering 825,000 tons. This made Seawise Giant officially the largest ship in the world. Strictly speaking, this is the largest ship in the world. It belongs to China. 1st place, Prelude FLNG. Prelude FLNG. 12.6 billion United States dollars. Prelude FLNG was built by Samsung Heavy Industries, South Korea, and is the world's largest offshore structure, with a height comparable to the Empire State Building in New York. Prelude FLNG was successfully launched on November 30, 2013. Once fully completed, Prelude FLNG will become the world's largest floating facility. It weighs over 600,000 tons. Prelude FLNG is 488 meters long, 74 meters wide, and 110 meters high. Its height alone is equivalent to a 40-story building. This made it a maritime giant as soon as it was launched. The purpose of building this ship is to serve as a floating liquefied natural gas platform. Every year, this ship can produce 3.6 million tons of liquefied natural gas. Prelude FLNG is not only massive, but also has the strongest wind resistance in the world. It is equipped with 6,700 horsepower engines. Its mooring lines can withstand a Category 5 cyclone. Even if a waterspout forms at sea, it cannot move this maritime giant an inch. For this reason, its massive size also makes it immobile by itself. Each time Prelude needs to move, it has to be towed by tugboats.